Welcome to Kim and the Crease Hockey Podcast. I am your host, Kim. What's up tonight, guys? How's everyone doing? Thought I'd go a little bit extra with the Master Sword tonight. No? Yes? Maybe so? I like it. Alright, to start off this podcast, as you know, I'm redoing the room, which means I'm also redoing where I'm shooting these. Hopefully, I think this is a better view. Personally, it is to me. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this better view. Tell me how sound quality is. Give me like a rating out of 10. See if I can fix it. Just wanted to, get this kicking off. Get a nice view of my Matt Barzal fathead behind me. Fuck yeah. So I thought that was great. So how's everyone doing tonight? Please, God, don't let the sword fall, because the light is bad enough. But as usual, to start off this hockey podcast, we are sponsored by the Snapple fact of the day. And I can't read them with the glasses on, so give me 1 second. The Snapple fact of the day is, mosquitoes are attracted to people who have recently eaten bananas. Alright, guys, if you don't want to get... I can't even speak. If you don't want to get bitten by mosquitoes, don't eat bananas. Audio is good. Yay! Thank you. Very, very helpful. And also, the Kim and the Crease Hockey Podcast is sponsored by Bagel Boss. Definitely, if you want to pick up a nice Barzagel or New York Islanders bagel, Bagel Boss is the place to be. Definitely, guys, go check it out. I highly recommend them. So yeah, how's everyone feeling? Everyone excited for preseason starting tomorrow? Tomorrow versus the Philadelphia Flyers. Sadly at Philly's home, but then we come back Tuesday and we're at home, baby, and the Islanders come back to the barn. I haven't had a banana in years. I'm allergic, but mosquitoes love me. Maybe it's the allergy to bananas that they even love more. Dun dun dun. Okay. So, let me talk the agenda for tonight, guys. This is what we want to be hitting right now. We're going to be hitting the Islanders Booster Club meeting with special guest Ethan Brown from the New York Islanders. We're going to be talking the new Varlamov mask that just came out. We're going to be talking about Belmont lawsuit by Floral Park. We're going to be talking the Islanders preseason so far with the training camp, rookie camp, and the rookie game. We're going to go into Sorkin. We're going to talk about the new jerseys that have just been released by two teams, the Oilers and the Blues. We're going to go into some, I can't even talk right now, preseason signings. Thank you. We're going to go into some signings that just recently happened, and I think you guys know which signings I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. Marner's coming up. We're back to Marner talk. Ugh. I'm talking about Marner again, but luckily it's for the last time. So hey, guys, get excited. All right, now I've had my Snapple. We can talk some hockey. All right, guys. So getting into tonight, we're going into the Islanders Booster Club meeting that we just had. Should I take the shades off? I feel like it's not that intimate if I have the shades on. I'm gonna put them up here. All right. So we just had the Islanders Booster Club meeting just a few days ago. It was fantastic. I just got my friend to join the Booster Club with me, and I'm so happy because the Booster Club, we have so much fun, guys. We are the official Booster Club and support group of the New York Islanders. Definitely, you have to go and check us out. We are the official support group for the New York Islanders. We're a family. And we're going to different games all around the NHL this season. One trip including Montreal. We're doing a trip to North Carolina for a Hurricanes game. We have amazing things coming up. And don't forget that the Booster Club also has conventions each summer. So this one is going to be in New York City. The New York Rangers are hosting the National Booster Club Convention, where all 31 teams Booster Clubs come together, and we have a great time exploring the area and just having fun theme nights at the hotel. Definitely, guys, if you haven't joined the New York Islanders Booster Club, nybooster.org, definitely come and join us because we definitely would love to see you guys there. We had the special guest at this last meeting, Ethan Brown from the New York Islanders. I'm going to totally mess up his title, but he is VP of like merchandising and like consumerism, basically. He runs tickets, so I know you guys definitely want to talk to him. So he runs all that. He was such a pleasure to talk to. And it was nice because, you know, a lot of Islanders fans are concerned about tickets, where to pick up merchandise, things like that. And he was more than open to hearing what we had to say and our thoughts on what we feel like we've been missing, like meetups with players, like how we used to have Adventureland signings. I brought up the fact of college, you know, having Hofstra, having those college discounts, or even across the street, you know, like having, you know, like NYIT, things like that, like different colleges around Long Island having, you know, college discounts, getting more butts in the seats, even though we sold out Nassau Coliseum like all the time last season. But yeah, it's just getting those, I mean, I'm a college student. I love the discount. We work so hard. So we got to talk to Ethan. I want to just say a big shout out to Ethan. Thank you so much for coming to the New York Islanders Booster Club convention. We really appreciated it. And for those of you who missed out, join the Booster Club. That's where the shit happens, man. We are like so dedicated to supporting this team with all of our hearts. My grandparents have been a part of the Booster Club. My mom's been a part of the Booster Club. I am now a part of the Booster Club, and I want to share that love and support with all the, you know, fans out there. So if you are not a part of the official New York Islanders Booster Club, I say definitely look it up. And I will be putting the URL on my Twitter soon to sign up, because I really want you guys to do so and join our meetings. We've had some really great special guests, like we've had Brendan Burke even as a guest last year, and he was amazing to talk to. So definitely come on down, guys. We'd really appreciate it. Moving on to the next, I guess, quota of business. Varlamov just came out with his mask design. I mean, we got a quick glimpse of it. If you guys follow Rob Taub on Twitter, we got a quick glimpse of the Varlamov mask. I can't even speak right now. We got a quick glimpse of it from the training camp, but today we finally got like a full view look at Varlamov's mask. Basically, the mask is like a 50-50 decal of says Long Island. It also says Brooklyn. I'm pulling up the picture right now so you guys can 100% see it. Okay, so he's got the NY on top with flames. It's very nice. He's got the Brooklyn on one side, Long Island on the other. He has Varley, his nickname, on the bottom, which I thought was cute. If you look very closely at the top, he has little tiny Islanders decals. You know, it sparkles in the light, which I thought was so cool. I think that's so cool in the mask. They have little tiny repeating symbols, and they shine in the light. That is so cool, guys. That is so cool. One thing you don't see on this picture, I remember it from the video that the New York Islanders posted, is that he has like a little flag, Russian flag on the back. Oh, by the way, look at my Islander scrunchie. So cute. Okay, he has a little like Russian flag decal on the back. I thought that was really nice. You know, keep the roots on the helmet as well. So that I thought was really great to look at for Varlamov, and I'm really excited. You know, he's never going to be Robin Lehner, and he's opened up to the fact that I'm never going to be Robin Lehner. I know some people are still not happy, you know, 100%, but guys, he's our new goalie now. We got to still show him the same love and support. That's all we can do as fans. If we want to have him to have a successful season, we have to be there for him too. That's what it is to be a freaking hockey fan. I'm going to be honest there. Did you see the Carter Hutton new mask for the Sabres' 50th anniversary? It's really awesome. Snapple for a quick second. I did not see the Hutton mask. It didn't come up in my feed. I'm going to go look it up right now so we can all look at it together. But I'm really excited. I love new hockey masks. Hockey goalie masks are my favorite freaking thing to look at because I just love the detail. I love what, you know, players and designers cook up. It's absolutely amazing. What the hell? Okay, I'm going to write new mask because it didn't come up. His mask is awesome. I can only imagine, man. Okay. Okay, 2 days ago. So this is definitely it. Oh, 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 guys. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. That is sex on a mask. Let me tell you. Oh my god. Woo! Guys, look at this with me. Oh my good sweet Jesus. Like, and then you like, I love the contrast, right? That is gorgeous. Like, let's keep going. That's the front, just so clean with the white and gold. Oh my god, and then that's just gorgeous. I want to find what the symbolism is there with Hutton's mask. I'm very, very, very interested in what the symbolism is there. Oh man. Saber's opponent. This is the top comment. Saber's opponents crossing the blue line slow down to stop to admire it. Oh, jeez, it's too beautiful to shoot at. Oh my god. That is freaking gorgeous. God, that you win. That is Mask of the Year right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man. And I just got retweeted by a sports journalist. So that just happened right now. Continuing with everything that's been going on. We're gonna move into this. Oh god. Floral Park! You know where I'm going. Floral Park has finally initiated their lawsuit against the Belmont Park redevelopment to protect the town, as per quote by the mayor. Guys, I'm gonna just say this. We knew it was coming. We did. We all knew this was coming. We knew that they were gonna do it. But goddamn. Like, you hate to see them get shut down. You know what? And it's like, my initial reaction was just, I was furious. I'm like, leave us alone. We won. Like, stop. That was my initial reaction. I was just angry. Like, I'm just so sick of just them trying to stop it. Then you get past that, you start reading into things. I just saw a lot of comments from Floral Park residents, just basically coming out and saying. There was one Floral Park resident where it really resonated with me what he said. Basically, he commented under, I think it was Rob Topp's post about it, and he said, "Floral Park resident here. I just want you to know that." This is like the people who are speaking up and doing this lawsuit are like 10% of Floral Park. It really, the other 90% of Floral Park really wants this to happen and is really supporting it. And that made me really remember that people who are just in the opposition or they really have nothing better to do, speak loud. When someone has like they're just really aggressive or just don't those are the people. The minority is always seems to be the loudest. You know what I mean? Especially in the opposition phases of things like this. And so you just got to remember that the people who are the people who are happy about this, they're not going to say anything because they just want it to happen and they're just going to let the flow go. It's the people who don't want it to happen that are going to be the loudest, and you're going to see them more often because they anger you. You know what I mean? Because when you have someone who's in opposition of what you feel, you're obviously going to see more of that than you are the good. And that's just the sadness of like human, minds, is that we gravitate towards the negative rather than the positive. Everyone does it. You can't just say, "Oh, I only look at the positives." No one does that. Everyone, including myself, looks at the negatives before the positives. And I totally did this. And when I saw someone say that, it really opened my eyes. Like, I didn't really think, this is not, you got to remember that this 10% is not the whole of Floral Park. And I totally get that. And I understand that. And you know what? I don't hate Floral Park. A lot of people was like, "Oh, no, Islanders fans are going to hate Floral Park." I really hope Islanders fans don't take that grasp. I don't hate Floral Park. I hate some people in I hate the mayor of Floral Park. but that doesn't mean I hate all its residents. And obviously, not everyone at Floral Park was against it. I remember someone at Floral Park at the meeting saying they were for it. But what I kind of feel is kind of like stingy, like kind of like I feel like they wanted this to happen. At the last meeting, at the ESD board meeting, when the project finally got approved, the mayor of Floral Park spoke to the board, and I was there. I heard what he said. I was in the room, and the mayor of Floral Park at the last ESD board meeting before the approval told the entire room, everyone who was watching online, that he told his own residents, do not come to the meeting. I remember it very clearly because I thought that was very weird. And my suspicions were true. Because I think they planned for that. He didn't invite any of his people. Because now he can turn around and say, oh, it wasn't fair. We weren't like there to properly represent Floral Park or something like that. Like they're claiming that it wasn't correctly done and that they didn't go through all the checks and balances or something like that. And so it's like he wanted that to happen. And he purposely made it so his residents did not go so they could claim that it wasn't done justly. Like, really? Like, do you think I'm right there? That he purposely did that? The mayor, to me, really just is doing anything he can to make this not happen. Just to me, like, thank God he's not my mayor. Oh my goodness. If I was an Islanders fan living in Floral Park with this mayor, I probably would have moved. Cause God, I can't. That just seems a little bit convenient that he told his people not to come on the last day before the approval. You think you'd want all the stops and all the people you can out on that day. No wonder, and that's why it was so positive the last day, why everyone was for it. And then this is also the same mayor who left the meeting to go talk with that Belmont resident outside. He left the meeting, and then he's saying it was unfair. Well, excuse me, Mayor, but you weren't even there in the meeting to listen to what people had to say because you had a problem with an Belmont resident, and you decided to leave and just skip whatever people were saying inside. So how do you know? You weren't there for the entire meeting. Just saying. Ooh, okay, I vented a little bit there. Can you guys tell? I kind of vented a little bit. But oof. Guys, let me tell you, I really don't think their lawsuit is going to hold any water. This is going to happen. Like I've said from the beginning, Belmont is going to happen, guys. I don't care what anyone says. Belmont is going to happen. There was no underground plan. Like, stop. Just stop. Oof, it makes my blood boil. It makes my blood boil, let me tell you. Whew, okay, now that we've gone over Belmont, we're going to go into our next line of business and talk about a little bit of Isles preseason right now. Isles preseason right now with training camp, rookie camp. Holstrom, who blocked a shot and was day-to-day, has returned to training camp. He was just skating on the ice today, which is good news. He says he's feeling good, so thank goodness he's okay. Luckily, the shot wasn't too hard, and no bones were hopefully broken. So he's back on the ice. Holstrom is back and skating and feeling well. We also just had a recent rookie game where the Islanders won in a shootout. Let's go, boys. That's my boys. The Islanders just won in a shootout. Now, unfortunately, I was unable to watch the rookie game work. Sorry, guys. I was unable to watch the rookie game, but I did have a friend of mine watch it, and he's like my little insider for this game for you guys to give a rundown of the prospects and how they looked. Now, this is my friend Dustin. I'm going to totally butcher his name. Sorry, Dustin. Dustin Muccio Shrimpe. He's going to kill me. But Dustin says this, his opinion of the rookie game. I'm going to do this quoted directly from him. Player of the game, Otto Koivula. Used size well. Skating was not that big of an issue. Bellows looked great, tenacious, and hard on the puck. Wallstrom's skill was on display. However, inexperience led to bad turnovers. Dobson showed an elite level skill. Certain passes showed it. However, I wanted him to have the puck more. Soderstrom started strong and became shakier as the game progressed. Skarek looked extremely confident in his game. Jobst skating looks strong. Need to round out the rest of his game. Quenneville was full of energy, reckless abandonment in the defensive zone. Bolduc looked good. Age is a factor, however. So that was his rundown of the game. That basically is how he said about each of the players. Okay. Good scouting report. I know, right? He did a great job. I was like, yo, thank you. Because I think he really helped me out. I thanked him so. I want to say thank you to Dustin. He played in the hockey event. He's a great goaltender. So thank you, Dustin, for helping me out. So I could give you that little scouting report. So basically, what I get from this is Otto Koivula is really starting to progress and become a player that we were hoping him to be. Bellows is Bellows. Still in the same, tier for me if I was making like a prospect pyramid. Wallstrom is what I expected. I told you guys, I don't think Wallstrom is ready for the NHL. I told you Wallstrom needs more time to develop. If anything, this game proved what I said. If anything, it told you exactly like my point in all of this, and that he really needs more time to develop. But he's still, he has the potential, which is exciting because he's just not ready now. But in the future, he's going to be a key asset. Dobson, obviously, he was, to prove what Dustin said, he was looking great, but just needs to be, I guess, a little more puck hungry. He needs to just be a little more of a puck hog out there. He really just needs that little bit boost of confidence. I'm going to say it. He needs that boost of confidence. Soderstrom and Skarek, which the goalies, that's the goalies, right? I'm not stupid. Soderstrom, shakier as the game progressed. That's what I could expect from, like an AHL league goalie, especially one who's, developing. You're gonna get tired out there. You're gonna get more scared as the game progresses because you don't want to mess up for your team, and I totally get that. Skarek, the fact that he looked confident is fantastic. Hopefully he keeps that up. Jobs looks strong, but needs to round out the rest of his game. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what else I expected from Jobs there except development. Bolduc. Oof. I saw his goal. I saw Bolduc's goal. Oof. Like I told you guys after the blue and white scrimmage that Bolduc looks so good. The only problem is he's 34 years old. But he looks so good. I'm sorry. I'm like a Bolduc fan because, I don't know, he just skates so well. And he can read plays so nicely. Like, I don't know. He's 34 years old, but he can kill it. So, yeah, and that's basically the scouting report for the rookie game, if you missed it. I think Jobst is pronounced Jobst. The J is pronounced as a Y in the European languages. Well, I'm in America. I say Jobst. Jobst. I've never heard his name spoken aloud, so I'm just kind of doing it the Kim way. I'm doing it the Kim way. His name is Jobs to me, and now it's forever Jobs to me. I don't care what anyone says. I'm such a good person. Alright, so now it's forever Jobs. Sorry, guys. Alright, we're going to go into Sorkin's news right now, so moving on. Sorkin. Looking at Sorkin right now, especially for next offseason, he's definitely going to be the name of interest. But the news of Sorkin right now is he's like the fourth goalie in the KHL to ever record 50 shutouts. I know, right, Jen? The J is so freaking confusing. Because it's like, when you look at Yager, it's not jogger. You know what I mean? It's jogger. When you look at Yager, it's with a Y. So I understand it. So it could be Yobst. I don't freaking know. The J is so mean. I'm just going to say it like an American white person. Yeah, exactly. Jonas is Jonas. Yeah, like, I'm just gonna be the American white person who, like, says all the names wrong, you know? I'm gonna be like that kind of person. Like, Patrick Roy. I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna be like that. Because I can't freaking pronounce NHL names. You know, I made a video on it, and I still can't do it. Only in English and French it's not pronounced as a Y. Yeah, you're right. In Spanish, it's kind of pronounced as an H, like jugar, like to play is like Jugar, it's like jugar. So it's like a who sound. I really want to know. But back to Sorkin. We're going back to Europeans. He just recorded 50 shutouts. What the hell? I know, guys, that sometimes KHL doesn't translate to NHL, but god damn! 50 shutouts! Oh, I'm excited! I keep calling Toes. I just call him Toes. I keep calling Taves until I recently looked it up and it's Taves. Lol. I just call him Toes. Stop making me say bad names. But yeah, I'm excited for Sorkin coming over to hopefully, should freaking come over to the NHL. If we can get Sorkin over here and he can just keep up the pace, better than calling him Toes. Very, very true. But if he can keep up that pace here, whoo, you could look at someone who's better than Carey Price, Holtby, Vasilevsky. Like, this man could destroy them all if he keeps up how he's playing in the KHL. So that's something exciting for the upcoming year. I just wanted to share that. Also, something I wanted to share, since you know, even Lundqvist, amen. Something I wanted to share since, if you guys have seen my old podcasts, I've had this photo of Casey Cizikas hanging up in my room for a long time. And I was like, I just looked at it and I went, oh wow, there's a back. Guys, I didn't even know there was a back to this photo. It's called Rising Rookie. Brock Nelson has gone from high schooler to NHL regular in 4 seasons. Brock Nelson, look how young he looks. I was like, oh my god, what is this? And then I read the column. Guys, when I want to say I laughed out loud, I laughed out loud. So this is the column for Rising Rookie of the Year. Rookie defenseman Calvin DeHaan is developing into a reliable presence on the Islanders' blue line. The 22-year-old smooth skating, great vision, and poise with the puck are making an impact during his first NHL season. Calvin DeHaan. Woo! And then the first question. You suffered a shoulder. I can't say shoulder, guys. You suffered a shoulder injury in 2012-13. This is how old this is, guys. This is how old this is. I was like, oh my god, this has been hanging on my wall for that many years. Casey Cizikas has been hanging on my wall for that many years. And I was like, damn. I just thought that was a fun, like, little tidbit. And also, if you're wondering what's on my bed, it's the We Want Fish Sticks book by Nick Hershin. Go pick up yours up. My signed copy. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for your book talk. It was fantastic. So yeah, if you haven't picked up the We Want Fish Sticks book and the history of the Fisherman logo, I highly recommend you pick it up. Speaking of which, I'm going to have a nice, like, hopefully special guest on to talk about the fisherman logo because people were like, oh no, like, you can't have an opinion about the fisherman logo. You didn't live through the fisherman years. I just did an Avery. Okay, so I know I didn't live through the years, but like I said, I have people who did, and they told me about how it was living through those years. So just 1 second, I'm gonna page her. Paging her, I really mean text her. Hopefully she reads it. So in the meantime, I met Nick at Offside Tavern. Great guy. I bought the book. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I know he's going to Offside Tavern. That's great. In the meantime, I did because I was really bored during a class. I did like semi-experiment. I basically talked to I always talked about during the playoffs, the team that wins the first game of the series is going to win the series. They are the most likely to win the series. I'll get back to you in a minute. We have our special guest here. Do you want to sit in the chair of dominance?
No, I'm right here behind you. I'm good.
You sure?
Yep.
Because I feel bad because I only have one chair.
No, this is good.
Hi guys. So this is my mother. She created the Islanders fan you see today, and also helped me put up the wonderful Matt Barzell wall sticker. So I wanted you here to talk with me. Here, I'll move over.
Thank you.
I want you to sit. Okay. So I wanted you here. Oh God, get in the light.
In the light. Okay, I have to stand.
Just take the chair. Take the chair. Beep beep.
Islanders everywhere.
Yes, Islanders everywhere. This is like the best part of my day.
Yeah.
Kim's mom. She goes, your daughter is amazing.
Aw, that's so sweet.
That's Jen. She's amazing. Jen's amazing. So I have a lot of people telling me I can't have an opinion on the fisherman jerseys because I was not alive through Isles Girl 2. People tell me I couldn't have an opinion on the fisherman logo because I was not alive during those years.
And I agree in a sense. I think your generation doesn't understand. I see kids wanting it back and they like the logo. But at that time, we were the worst team in the league. I'm pretty sure we were last place.
Yeah.
When I look back. And you would leave the Coliseum feeling humiliated some nights because the other team
I felt that in 2008.
just
Go on.
destroyed us. We couldn't do anything right. And for them to come out with the fisherman jersey, it looked like the Gorton Fisherman. Now, again, your generation doesn't understand, but those commercials were on all the time. And
they were like big fish sticks commercials were on all the time.
It was like the type of commercial that's on so much that you wind up humming it, and you laugh that you're humming a commercial.
Like Red Robins.
Yeah.
Red Robin.
Yes, exactly. Well, that was the Gorton Fisherman, and there was like trust the Gorton Fisherman, and then that logo would appear on your TV screen, and you would play in other arenas. You're watching an away game and you hear the other stadium chanting, "We want fish sticks," and they're beating us 7-0. And it was just adding insult to injury. And then in our own arena, it was just humiliating. And we wanted it to go away. At the very end of the season that they did away with the jersey, I think it was Webb who skated out on the ice and just ripped off the fisherman jersey and had the new jersey underneath for the fans.
Really?
And the fans were crazy. But you would hear the players too, and they would complain. The players themselves said when the loudest cheering in the building is about fish sticks, then you know it's bad.
Time to go.
So it was depressing. It was depressing for the players. It was depressing as a fan. And it was just embarrassing. And so now when you see kids wearing it and they're excited about it, I can't get behind it. I understand that Gorton Fisherman commercials are not on anymore. The Islanders are doing well. So you don't have that stigma attached. For me, never. I'll never wear it. I'll never buy it. I don't want any part of it.
You have a question from Jen that says, thoughts on the colors, like the teal?
I didn't mind the colors. I didn't even mind the wave. You know, I thought that kind of fit.
Like the wave I thought was cool.
But for me, I like loyalty. That's how I am as a human being. I like loyalty of friends, loyalty of family.
Amen.
And I think even if you're going to change logos to be a little bit, different, or jerseys to be a little different, that's fine. But you have to be true to the blue and orange. That's not just the colors of the New York Islanders. It's the colors of the county. It's the colors of Long Island. It's the colors of, the Long Island part of New York. Because once you go into the city, it's blue and red. But Long Island, that's the county,
black and white,
is blue and orange. That's our home colors. So I really, even if they changed the blue a little bit, teal went a little bit too far off of blue for me. Okay.
Tell them like it is. Tell them like it damn
is. I like
is.
loyalty.
But thank you, because so many people are just telling me, I don't get it. And you know what? In some retrospects, I get it. I get it. That like I didn't live through it. But this is what I'm saying, guys. From what she has told me, I've heard some of the. I didn't hear about Webb. You didn't tell me about Webb.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up.
But she's told me these stories and told me about the embarrassment of what it was to wear that. So for me, that became like a symbol of that. And, I don't want to live through that again. I lived through horrible Islanders years, circa 2008. I know what it's like to be in last place, and to feel that again, through that jersey, is just doesn't make it appealing at all to me.
When you see players of teams that are doing really lousy and they put the brown paper bag over their head, that type of humiliation is what we were feeling. And then to add insult to injury, it gave a reason for other teams to us. And I don't ever want to live that again.
I really think it will come back too, especially if we bring the fishermen's back. You're gonna hear the stadium saying we want fish sticks, because they know. Yeah, they're gonna know, and they're gonna bring back that chant against us.
It's possible. I don't know. It's a new generation, but for me personally, I don't want any part of it.
Coliseums are smart. I don't know if you know. When I went to New Jersey, it was kind of cute, but they brought up pictures of Islanders stuff. They brought up pictures. They went clap for what you love, and cheer for what you love, and boo for what you hate. And so they showed a picture of Schneider, and so everyone started clapping. And then they showed a picture of an Islander, and everyone started booing. Mm-hmm. But they even showed pictures of Patrick, sign guy, and everyone booed. And I was like, what the? I was and imagine we bring back the fish sticks. Yeah. Oh God.
Well, you're talking about people never forgetting the fact that the Ranger fans, especially they're 7 years old, and they're yelling "Potvin sucks." That 7-year-old doesn't even know who that is. They're just going, "Oh, okay,
they whatever." Go, okay, this guy Potvin sucks. Apparently, oh my God, I wasn't alive too.
So I guess there's a possibility that the taunting would come back.
Oh, 100%. I have no doubt in my mind that one fan is going to start all the other fans in that fan base on that chant again.
I think there's nothing cooler than, I don't think there's another emblem in the league that's as cool as the New York Islanders emblem.
Is that a little biased?
Well, no, because it has the picture of what Long Island looks like. A lot of people don't even know where we are. If Long Island would get wiped out by a tidal wave tomorrow, people would go, "Oh, where was that? Oh, okay."
True boy.
They don't even know we exist. So it's a picture of Long Island. The fact that the eye, which changes a little bit of color,
going into
Uniondale. I mean, there's some really cool stuff there.
It's like the Minnesota Wild logo. There's a lot more to that.
There's a lot more to it, and I love that Long Island is in that logo.
Oof. Thomas Boyle, my worst memory was getting swept by the Rags in '94, and I went to the game 3, and it was like being at the Garden.
Yes. Those are painful.
Those are painful memories. I'm bringing up painful memories for you.
We talk about loyalty. Any Islander fan that's still around after what we've lived through of numerous owner, the non-owner Spano. We've lived through the worst of the worst, and we're still here, and we're still rooting for our team. That's loyalty, and that's what makes the Islander fans different than anybody else, because we've lived through the worst possible scenarios for many, many years, and we're still here. And we're a very small fan base compared to big cities.
But that makes us even more passionate.
Yes.
That makes us even more passionate. That's why you see so much passion in the Islanders fan base. Is what you were basically saying, it stems from loyalty.
Yes.
And I think that's absolutely something that I love about this fan base, is that with that loyalty comes that insane passion.
Mm-hmm.
For like when you saw that at the John Tavares game, where you thought it would quit. I thought it would quit after the first 5 minutes. And it lasted the entire 3 periods.
Yep.
60 minutes of hockey.
I think
and
the
we
point
never
was
quit.
made.
We never quit. That
is
is something so awesome.
But how did you not love John Tavares' face?
Especially after like the 5th and 6th.
He had it coming. He had it coming.
That was the best game of my life.
We've let him know, and now it's done, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, amen.
We're better off without him, actually.
But that game is going to be one of the best of my life. It's like, you want to talk about the double chili game?
Oh, that was like
the double chili game.
One of my favorite games of my life.
You got to talk about.
And I lived through 4 Stanley Cups. For those of you that are watching, but I don't think anything tops double chili. The owner of Wendy's franchise lived on Long Island and was an Islander fan and would go to the games regularly.
May he rest in peace.
Yes. And he came up with, if the Islanders scored, I believe it was like 6 goals or 5 goals, whatever it was at the time.
5.
I don't remember, but it wasn't 3. He had to score a lot of goals.
I think it was like 5.
And you would get free chili. And there were a number of games we would take our ticket stubs.
I remember as a little kid when we went to games and if the Islanders scored 3 goals, you got free chili with your ticket stub.
Right.
I remember that as a little kid.
This is going before that.
I know, it's way before I was even a
3 goals because we weren't scoring anything.
Shut up.
Back in the day, I think it was 6. But we would go, and the next day with our ticket stubs, and you go to Wendy's and you'd get free chili. And it worked for them too, because you would wind up buying dinners as well. But we ate a lot of chili that season. And one of the games, we were playing the Rangers, which made it even sweeter. We were killing them. And it was, we scored our 9th goal. And of course, places erupts. And then the owner of Wendy's was there, and he went over and talked to somebody, and they made the announcement that he said, if the Islanders can score 10, it's double chili. So the place went crazy. It was like a Stanley Cup game, the way everybody was like going crazy and chanting double chili, like everybody's going double chili. And the Islanders did score that 10th goal. The roof came off the Coliseum.
I can only imagine.
It was crazy. And the next day in the newspaper, I believe it was Newsday, the Rangers were complaining that wasn't fair. How could we do that? That's unsportsmanlike. It was
10-4 that game.
10-4. Thank you for that. I don't remember. I just knew that
we scored 10.
That 10th goal, and I was there, for the Cups, and that was, I think, more exciting and louder. It was a lot of fun. I guess it would be like winning the Cup against the Rangers.
Oh,
it was, as a kid, like that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
You guys had the best stories, I swear to God. You and me, Ma, just kill it.
Yeah. Well,
thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. Did you talk about the book?
Yes, I did. I gave a shout out to Nick. So thank you.
That was a really good book if anybody wants to read it. I enjoyed it.
Definitely. Check it out. Nick, I love you, buddy.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on, Mom.
You can have your chair back.
Okay, Isles Girl, too. I'll see you later. Thanks. I need 2 pillows because I'm so freaking tiny. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the jeans.
Welcome.
All right. Oh, my God. I almost fell off the chair. So thank you to my mom for coming on and talking to you about... Guys, that's why I hate the Fisherman logo. You want it from a true fan who's been a fan since she was a little girl? There you go. She was there for the 4 Stanley Cups. She was there for the Fisherman years. She knows what it's like. That's why I do not like the Fisherman logo, guys. Come on. Where did I learn hockey? She's one of 2 women I learned hockey from. So basically that's my mom in a nutshell. That was Isles Girl 2. But going on from that, what I was saying before she came in, these pillows are not right, and I'm slipping off my chair. what I was saying, I did an experiment with my theory that, because I've seen this and I was like 100% sure it was correct, is that teams who win the first game of a playoff series win the entire round. So I did a little bit of snooping and I went through basically the past 4 or 5 years. And this is what I got. I did the math. So I did it into 2 categories. I did category A was teams that won the first game and then won the series. And category B was teams that did not win the first game but won the series. So here, I'm going to go through 2019 to 2015. So I'll start from 2019, which is this past playoffs. Now, for teams that won the first game and then won the series, 10 times that happened. And teams that did not win the first game but won the series, 5 occurrences, because there's 15 series in the playoffs. So that means 66.7% of teams who won their first game of the series won the round in 2019. This is the same for 2018. 66.7% of the teams who won the first game of the series won the round in 2018. Now in 2017, for teams that won the first game and won the series, it's 11, while teams who did not win the first game but won the series is 4. So 73.3% of teams who won the first game of the series won the round in 2017. Then it goes back to 66.7% of teams who won the first game of the series won the round in 2016 and 2015. So that means in this 5-year span, more than half of the teams who won their first game in the series won the entire round in the 2015 to 2019. Do you know how important that is? Look, that proves my fact true, that the first game of a playoff series is so important because it sets that tone. Because between 66.7 to 73.3%. So let me do a mean average of those percentages. Where's my calculadora? Here we go. I'm going to get a calculator. I'm going to do a mean average, basically, here. Here we go. I'm going to get the mean of these averages. 66.7 plus 66.7 plus 73.3 plus 66.7 plus 66.7 divided by 5. That means 68.02% of the time, if you win the first game in a playoff series based on these last 5 years, you are going to win the series. That is more than half of the percentage for wins. That like 68.02% chance of you winning, basically, from the get-go. That's super important, and I wanted to share that because I thought it was so interesting. And I really, really wanted to talk about that because I thought that was just such an interesting fact. And why, and you know what, and it's funny because it was just like in my head that was like kind of like what occurred, but now I have the math to prove it. So I'm like, guys, I got you guys. So I want to talk a little bit about that. Thank you for listening to my rant. Let's talk about new jerseys that just came out. The Oilers and the Blues have announced new alternative jerseys that are coming out. The Oilers released a sleek navy blue jersey with the Oilers symbol on it with orange lettering. In my opinion, it was pretty plain, kind of snooze-ish. Nothing special. Not a big fan of them. I'm just not. It's a clean look. It's not horrible. Not mad at it. But it's just not pretty, in my opinion. If you want me to get up photos, tell me. The Flames and Jets as well. Thank you, yes. These are the ones that popped into my feed. So thank you, yes. The Flames and Jets also did release jerseys. The Blues, though. I want to get into the Blues new jerseys because there's mixed feelings about them. I like their throwback jerseys. I mean, I don't know the history about it like I know the fish sticks. But I don't know, guys. Those Blues jerseys look pretty good. I think they look pretty sick. I was pretty happy about them. NHL, let's see these Jets new jerseys, and I can give you a little sneak peek of what I think of them right now. Everyone loves a good throwback, and fans go for throwback uniforms. The Winnipeg Jets and Calgary Flames all released throwback jerseys. All right, we got the Calgary Flames one. Looks great. I think the Calgary Flames one, I'm just looking at it right now, I think it looks fantastic. I don't see anything wrong with them. I think the Calgary ones look exactly as the Calgary Flames put it on Twitter, fresh and clean. I think they look fantastic. Big fan of those. The Winnipeg Jets logo, meh. To be honest, I'm a bigger fan of the newer Jets logo than I am of the old one. Didn't really miss the old Jets logo. Seeing it again just is it's just more just heritage. Just bringing back the old, although I rather would not have the old for the Jets. So really my thing with the Jets is it wasn't that pretty of a logo to begin with. So, really not a big fan of the Jets' new throwbacks. Blues, I think, is awesome. I think the Blues ones look pretty kick-ass. I'm not even going to lie about it. I think their throwbacks are fantastic, and the Oilers are just plain. That's really what I have to think of the new jerseys. I don't hate any of them, except maybe the Jets one a little bit. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I wouldn't say I go to, abhor it like I do the Fisherman jerseys, but Jets ones are, I'd say out of the 4 that have been released there, Jets are my least favorite. If I had to tier them, it would be Jets, Oilers, and you know what? Blues, and then Flames. Flames are on top. I think the Flames ones are just classy, clean, and I love the old logo. So that's my tier stack of the new jerseys that just came out. I would definitely buy it. If I had money to throw around, I would definitely buy a Calgary one, and I would definitely buy a Blues one. So yeah, I thought that was fantastic. Going on to next order of business. Now, are you guys excited? We are now going to talk about the most anticipated signing of the offseason. Are you guys ready? McAvoy was just re-signed! Boo, Kim, boo. Okay, but I do have to talk about it. McAvoy was just re-signed to the Boston Bruins, native Long Islander, which is kind of funny because he put on Twitter how much he hated Boston. So, but he re-signs with the Boston Bruins. I think he has shown a new love for the Bostoners. I don't know, Bostonians. But he did re-sign with them. I'm getting up the details now. Bruins deal. He agreed to a 3-year deal worth $4.9 million annually. So, okay, for McAvoy, seems fair. 3 years, 4.9. It's a solid defense. Yeah, okay. You know what? I think the Bruins should be happy with that. I think he's a really asset to the team. Definitely happy he got re-signed. I'm a big McAvoy fan. Personally, I know sometimes he had mess ups here and there, accidentally hurt his own Rask and stuff like that. But I really, really appreciate that they re-signed him. Okay, now finally getting into the news that everyone wants. When do tickets go on sale? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I'm just a fan like you who has no idea as well. Gonna be honest with you. So yeah, going into basically what the big signing, Mitch Marner has been re-signed. It has happened. And what have I been saying at Islanders fans since the season ended? He is going to re-sign with the Leafs. What happened on Friday the 13th? He signed with the Leafs. I told you, it was just a game of chicken. Mitch Marner. I told you guys he would resign with the Leafs. He was just playing a game of chicken with them, and he was just trying to get that. He was just trying basically to get Austin Matthews money. He got damn close. I can tell you that. He's in top 10 for. Oh, tell me about it. I'm glad I don't have to talk Marner anymore after this. But he got like 10.8, 10.89, I believe, 10.89 mil. So basically rounded up to 11 mil. He's still up there. He's still got his money. Like, god damn, he's still got his money. Is it worth it? So let's talk here. The Leafs have a solid 4 players, and they paid up for them. They truly did. They're setting up, in my opinion, a bad precedent for the rest of the league of that you're going to have to pay up for your big guys if you want them to stay. And so you got these 4 players. They're, great players. They're like Tavares. You got Matthews. Now you got Marner. You have Nylander. These guys are going to be around for 5 to 6 years. Hopefully that doesn't bite them in the butt. I really don't think it will. In my personal opinion, I think these guys have longevity, especially Matthews and Marner. After Tavares' contract is up, maybe he'll have one more year on him. I don't know if he's going to be like a Pavelski. But yeah, the Leafs have had to pay a lot to get that room, and they're still paying dearly for this, basically. On paper, to have 4 players taking half of your cap space does not look good. It really does not. They are gonna be an atrocity on paper, but it will pay off for them in the forward aspect. Fun part of being an Islanders fan and watching this is watching everyone shit on Marner even after he is signed. It was great watching Marner come out, to the fans and saying, "I'm happy to be back and it's happy to see you all again." He's the best fans in the league, and having people still shit on him in the comments. Come on, Leafs fans. Now, don't get me wrong, not all the Leafs fans shit on him. They were like, "We're so happy you're back." But to hear from Marner the things that were happening to him, I was like, oof. Oof, oof, oof. But I'm glad he's back where he wants to be and that he got what he wanted. A successful deal should be this. If both parties leave a little unhappy from the negotiating table, it's a good deal. If both parties leave a little bit unhappy, that's a deal. So, the Leafs are unhappy. They paid out the butt for Marner. And, Marner's a little upset because he didn't get quite the money he was asking for. But that's how it should be. That's basically how this should roll. And you know what's funny? They've wasted half their cap on these players. And they still can't get past the first round versus the Bruins. And guess what? They're still going to be in the same damn position come April. Come April. Watch them lose in 7 again. Oh, man. The new Washington Capitals. Hello, Leafs fans. I just pissed a lot of you off right now. I'm so used to pissing Leafs fans off. They fucking love me. Oh, I think they like me. Oh, I think they like me. Oh, I know they do. Oh, man. Leafs fans love me. I love you too, Leafs fans. I give you a hug. I give you a kiss. But yeah. Like I said on your tweet that angered a lot of Leafs fans, watch out for Florida. Yeah, no. I'm telling you how it is. No. No. Leafs are still going to be a team to watch out for. They're not going to come out. They got great offense. Their depth, however, as I've seen people been commenting, ooh, and they, like you guys have said, they can't afford depth. They need depth. But you also want your superstars, and you got to keep those guys who are going to keep, boasting those points. I mean, Marner got 94 points. Like, god damn, 94 points. Shit. Like, that's insane. Guy put up major points. He's a great asset to the team. So, you know what? Good for Marner. I'm glad he's re-signed with the Leafs and that, he's hopefully happy with where he is and how he's – I mean, those signing bonuses, he has a guaranteed $30 million for the first 2 years on bonuses for signing. $30 million in bonuses. And $700,000 annually for the first 2 years, and $750,000 annually for the last 4. Like, god damn, those signing bonuses are just. Whew, whew. God, I wish I could. Can I get that with my job? Can I get a $15 million bonus for signing? God damn. All right, that's my hour. Wow, I can't believe my agenda literally went perfectly with the hour. I am good, guys. I'm so good. All right. That's my hour, guys. Thank you guys so much for dropping in, as per usual, for coming on the Kim and the Crease Hockey Podcast with your host, Kimberly Moisa. Thank you guys so much for dropping in. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I know I did. I always do. You guys make me really happy. All right, so to finish this one off, you guys know how I finish all my podcasts off, no matter what team you love, whether it be the Sabres, the Bruins, the Rangers, the freaking Toronto Maple Leafs, the Sharks, the Maple Leafs. I said the Maple Leafs. I meant the Montreal Canadiens. Oh, God, they're going to hate me now. The Vegas Golden Knights, whatever you love in the NHL. Put it in the chat. Go, let's go, whatever your team. Put it in the chat. Light it up. But I'm going to finish it off because this is my number one team. Let's back it up here. We got the sword, and I'm going to say it right now. To you all. Let's go, Islanders. What? What? I didn't hear you? What? I said, let's go, Islanders, baby. I'll see you next week, Sunday, 10 p.m. But first of all, I'm going to see you all Tuesday for preseason versus the damn Philadelphia Flyers. I'm going to see you all Tuesday, and if I don't, I'm going to hunt you. I'm going to hunt you down. I'll see you all Tuesday versus the Philadelphia Flyers for the first goddamn preseason home game. Let's go, baby. And then I'll see you Sunday. But for now, guys, good night. I got to run to my friend Spencer's hockey game, and I love you all. Let's go, Islanders! Woo! Love ya.